Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Perch Shop. Well, I made a run to Wally World this morning. I got 3 more cans of Sunrise Red. Color I like. So now I have to shake the paint, because when it sits at Walmart, it sits there for quite a while. I used my last sock, so now I'm trying to do it with this thing. It's evidently not working as well. But it'll work. Now if I can get it out. Oh yeah. Success. Man, if I had to shake it that hard by hand, my arm would fall off. 65 Ford, great idea. And Louis McNeely sent me the pieces for the paint shaker. I made a video on putting it together. I'll put a link to it down in the description. I don't know how many of you guys do rattle cans. I imagine a lot of us. Because rattle cans are one of those more expensive but easier ways of painting something. That one's really off to one side. But we got her. There we go. Great idea. I'll move this stuff out of the way so I don't get paint all over it. And I'll come back and dust off the stuff that fell on the boat last night. One advantage I have today over yesterday is very little wind, so hopefully most of the paint will go on the boat and I'll be able to get this paint to last a little bit longer. The wind's coming out of the west, which means it's coming over the bow. Now, literally over the bow since it's upside down. So we paint. Looks like each can covers about 1/3 of the boat. But it's doing a much better job of covering this morning without as much wind. There's still enough to cause a little problem, but not anywhere near as much as last night. Well, the whole boat's red. Got a couple of little holidays here and there. But the paint's a little thin. But it's covering good. Yeah, lack of wind makes a big difference. Now, of course, the first time I put it in the lake, all the paint on the ribs are going to be gone. It'll just scrape that right off. Because I have to set it on the sandbar, well, the beach, the little launching area, and it's all gravel. Now this is the first place that I started painting over here on the, it would be the, got a little bit of dust there, leaf debris. Don't want to paint it into the hull. This is the first part that I started painting yesterday. And it's not covered anywhere near as well. I can see white paint coming through. It is beautiful. Well, now that leaves one can for touch-up, because I'm sure I'm going to scrap it. That leaves one can for touch-up. I'm sure I'm going to scrape some paint off this thing before I get it all the way into the truck and down to the lake. But I got a boat. I got a boat all painted. It's ready to go in the water as soon as I get the numbers uncovered and I have the state tax stickers on the thing again. And I'll be good until next year? Yeah, next year. So, we'll be good. Funny thing is, we've been paying the tax stamp on the thing every... Next step, get the little blue motor. I got to put the fuel hoses on it, get the fuel tank fixed up. I haven't got the quick disconnect on the thing. And I want to put the quick disconnect on the motor, get the hose clamps on the fuel hose so that I'm sure everything's all nice and secure, and then be able to mount the blue motor on the red boat. Might paint the motor red, but I doubt it. I think the blue probably is going to stay with it. I do have the shroud to paint, but I'm going to let that go until I get the thing in the water and get it tested. Don't want to spend a whole lot more time on the thing until I'm sure absolutely it's going to be working. I know it runs in the bucket and everything seems to be okay, but until you get it on the lake, you're not really sure. So, that's it for today. I got it done, got the painting done in the morning. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. It should be dry long before then and I should be okay. And right now, I've got to go edit today's video because I'm running on the clock. And get that up so you guys can see it at noon. And then help Lydia put up some pictures. I rewired and put a new light in the hallway so that it was brighter, and she's going to turn that into an art gallery for little Oliver's pictures. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the US or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.